Okay, everybody, here's some just basic fundamentals if you're not used to doing them. Here's some Clarke to try out daily. I'm going to start on C trumpet and then move to E flat because one of my students at NEC was wanting that. So first is just a slur. Making sure when we do any fundamentals that the breathing, the posture, everything is consistent as we can make it. Two things we're listening for with slur 2 tongue 2 or tongue 2 slur 2 is an even da 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 that we don't get da 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 or da 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 da, right? So in order to do that, you have to blow through the first note and sing through the second note. So slow motion is not, but right? Okay. So then we switch to tongue 2 slur 2. That last point is kind of important. You want to spend some time on that and make sure it sounds like that. And what we're going for is our fastest capable speed. Capable means you can control the speed. You can control the articulation. It's consistent. For me, that's somewhere around based on how well that went, I could probably go a little faster. The idea is to try to guess where that spot is and always toe that line. Okay? The next variation, I'll switch to E flat trumpet. It's not really any different in E flat trumpet, it actually just feels better. So you use the resistance of the instrument. Now, I just left a concert F on that instrument. So if I go to the next note, should be, yeah, I nailed it. Okay? And whatever we're doing, we're always searching back for that slurred sound. And notice that I'm striking the first note quite clearly. I'm not trying to float it, not being gentle. I'm spitting the seed every time. Okay, now we switch to another variation, which is slur 2, which I used to find quite awkward. If you find it awkward, just play it really slowly and ping the next note. So it's never that every articulation should have that same energy as the first one. So we're getting used to moving the tongue really quickly and decisively. Okay? Next would be tongue 1, slur 2, tongue 1. So in slow motion. This is one I think that has especially challenging to not get the evenness in the middle slur. And I could use some practice on that, so I'm going to do it again. Clearly, I need to concentrate on drilling the air through every note because I'm missing notes, which doesn't There's no reason for that other than concentration. Before I go into complete brain freeze, that was not bad. So I'd have to practice that one more. Obviously, the more complexity you add to it, the more things you have to have kind of under your control. Next would be slur 4. So really focusing on sustaining and pinging the front of the note, front of the next note. Okay, now double tonguing and triple tonguing. So this is also great to practice on E flat because you can practice for a long time and not really get that tired. So next we do triple tonguing. Start with triple tonguing. We're looking for a fairly clear, I wouldn't quite call it percussive triple tongue, but definitely not a da 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 da, right? So we can vary that with more percussive. Or less percussive, more of a brush. Right? Just don't start with the one I just did. You want to start with the one I did first. And then you alternate between those things and double tonguing. So now what just happened here is I was approaching this instrument like it was a C trumpet, and I'm missing low every time I go down. So I have to keep myself up in the energy and up against that resistance that the instrument's providing me. That's a little better. So generally, I would alternate keys where you double tongue, single tongue. And obviously, maybe it's not obvious, but the single tongue is also really important. So, and when you're practicing for Haydn or Hummel, you want to make sure you get over the top of that. Well, you want to get up to D flat, certain concert D flat, so that you're going over the top of the range of what you're going to have to do. And then, if you're doing a lot of slur 2 tongue 2 in Haydn, you would play a lot of slur 2 tongue 2 in these drills. Each time, no matter how you feel about it, take it off the face, reset, and do it again. So that one's less clumsy than the first one. It's still clumsy. Each time you hear me bobble a note, you probably are going to see a corresponding shift, right? So anytime we get up high and we make those kinds of shifts, you're going to miss notes. So separate from your own time, I'm going to practice that myself now. So hope this was helpful.